For the Dominican Republic, 6 U.S. tourist deaths, the sh00ting of David Ortiz and a new image pro. 2 of the 6 American tourists who have died mysteriously on this Caribbean island in the past year died at the Grand Bahia Principe, a fact that has not gone unnoticed among prospective customers since the news broke last week. Yet that didn't deter. We were about to cancel our trip, said Noemi Morales, a 67-year-old retiree from Texas who booked her trip months before the deaths became news. She came to celebrate, but we wouldn't be refunded, so I insisted we come, she continued. Our relatives back, Morales' concerns underscored a painful plight for the Dominican Republic. This country of ash. Unfortunately, the unrelated incidents coincided in timing, said Andrew van der Horst, tourism advisor to the Dominican Republic government. With social media today, we are exposed and require an immediate response to the current public relations dynamic, a new reality worldwide, he said. We are not used to, since a newly engaged, the country and its tourism industry have weathered an internet storm. An autopsy found that Nathaniel Edward Holmes, 63, of Temple Hills and Cynthia Ann Day, 49, of Upper Marlborough, died after their lungs filled with fluid, leading to respiratory failure, according to the National Police. 4 similar deaths have been reported at nearby hotels, and a growing number of claims have surfaced from people who say they were taken suddenly ill here. One website that, Miranda Shaw-Werner, 41, of Allentown, Pennsylvania, was celebrating her 10th wedding anniversary when she died May 25, within 24 hours of arriving at her hotel room. The Fox News Channel, quoting a relative, reported that a California man, Robert Bell Wallace, died in April after becoming ill at a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana. The State Department did confirm the identities of David Harrison and Yvette Monique Sport, U.S. citizens who died on the island last year. Adding to the spate of bad press, Boston Red Sox legend late Sunday in an ambush at an outdoor restaurant and bar in Santo Domingo, the capital. The former big league. Local authorities say the tourists died of natural causes, and there is no proof of a trend. The State Department, roughly 2.7 million Americans visit the Dominican Republic annually, accounting for 47% of all tourists. Overall, tourism coincidental? I think not, one Twitter user wrote. The Dominican Republic, in San Pedro de Macorís, home to many hotel employees, residents expressed anger that bad press in the United States could hurt the economy. Elias Cavete, a 67-year-old taxi driver, blamed people in countries that are interested in robbing us of our tourists. It's worrying because tourism is the spinal cord of our economy, he said. If tourism falls, at this resort where the Maryland couple died, junior suites were being offered on Hotels.com Tuesday for $157, according to the website. Hotel managers declined to comment. June is tradition. Paula Rainieri, president of the Dominican National Association of Hotels and Tourism, which represents more than 80% of the country's hotels, said she expects a drop in visitors this month. She fretted about it. We are immensely worried because all the speculation affects the image of the island and the minds of those who visit us, Rainieri said. They may cancel their. On Monday afternoon, the government launched the campaign Befare with on social media. To judge an entire country for isolated events is unfair, government spokesman Roberto Rodriguez Marchena said in a statement. A Belgian couple lying on the beach at the Grand Bahia Principe on Tuesday said they were mostly ignoring U.S. media reports. Americans don't have a great reputation traveling. They are quite delicate. Anthony Fiola in Miami contributed to this report.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.